Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys. We're just so good guys. Whoa.
Benny and Joshy, they're back with the podcast. Benny and Joshy giving you a reprieve from your day. It's Benny and Joshy, but Benny and Joshy.
Benny and Joshy here on Zoom. Nobody would know that, except our editing is sometimes bad.
Everyone would know that. You look like you're inside a security envelope.
Benny and Joshy are doing their best. Please don't jump down their throats. You have no idea the setup.
I'm going to jump down your throat and feel this. Do you understand cameras at all? Do you understand how bad that background is for a camera?
No, this is good. You have to see. It's great.
It's so bad, Ben. I try not to get on you.
You're telling me now?
Because I know the work you put in.
Doesn't matter. This can be changed.
It's so busy that it strobes on the camera. You have to. Olivia's dying right now because I'm saying out loud, but we've all been thinking.
You're all thinking it. Do you know how easy it is to get a background? Just tell me. I'll have it for the next episode. They sell it at Lowe's. It's just like a little backdrop. It's like, they'll put me in a green screen. You can throw me in a Wahoo. You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
This is why you can't have stripes on screen. It's because it strobes.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm looking at an optical illusion.
Oh my God. All right. Well, now we know. Now we know. Benny and Joshy learning new things. Benny and Joshy learning new things. Josh, I just got a text. I have to read this to you.
Okay,
I got a text from a former employee of mine.
Great.
And she sent me a contract and wrote, "Hi, Ben. It's blank, blank. Hope you're doing great. Mazel on being a new dad, moving to a new job and cleaning out my desk. Found this so iconic. Given the good guys now, I had to send it to you. Hope you're doing well." Josh, this is a contract for Little Caesars signed by you and me.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
I'm going to send it to you.
Please
I'm going to
do.
send it to you. It's just like, it's rare. Like, I don't know why it's hand signed. Like, in the world of electronic signatures, like, that's very rare. The fact that there's a physical piece of paper with physical signatures noting that moment in time for us, I just thought that was very cool. So thank you very much for sending. And I hope you're doing well to that great employee. She was lovely.
When we hung out, you came to LA and we walked around Century City Mall together.
Yeah, we did.
You were in a Gucci pullover.
Yeah.
Was that like the weekend before COVID?
Yeah. Yes. I think that was, it was like, no, it had to be further than that. Oh no. Yeah, it was pre-COVID. It was probably 2019.
No, it wasn't. It was like March.
It was 2020? Really?
We had already done Little Caesars because I remember that I posted it in January.
Oh,
and
true,
then,
for the Super Bowl. Pizza.
That's exactly. Pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so maybe it was March. Yeah, what did we get? We went to the you showed me it's so funny. It was like I'm an immigrant. You showed me the like fresh squeezed orange juice machine and my head exploded. I was like, oh my God, you guys have vending machines with fresh squeezed orange juice?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I can't believe I was wearing a Gucci pullover. I'm so embarrassing.
And I remember thinking, he's wearing a Gucci pullover and wow, he's tall. And then and we had a wonderful time together. And
we did.
Yeah, I did it. I once did an entire YouTube video of trying weird vending machines around LA because like Sprinkles has a cupcake one. There's obviously the orange juice one at Century City, had to do that. And then there was just like a bunch of good vending machines at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. And like, honestly, I'll go to a hospital just for the vending machines.
Yeah, I mean, New York, I'm not going to lie to you. This is one thing that LA definitely has on New York. We don't have fancy vending machines.
Right.
I can't tell you even a single vending machine in Manhattan. I don't know where they are anymore. Sure, in a hospital, you could get a Frito, you could get a Twix, You could get like whatever those delicious cookies filled with jam are from whatever bakery that is. But
Well,
like other than that, the stick of gum, there's nothing fun. The Sprinkles cupcakes we do have, but like that's only at Sprinkles. Who needs a Sprinkles cupcake machine at Sprinkles? At Sprinkles.
so
That's
true.
what are you nuts? Like, what do I need that for? I don't. It's how I feel when I walk up to a McDonald's, Josh, and they have that automated, you can like put in your order on this board.
Oh, I love
Why?
that.
But there's somebody there.
Well,
One or the other.
I'm
like,
Gen Z. I don't want to interact with people.
That's fine. So you're not in favor of jobs, and then they shouldn't have employee workers. It should just be 100%. These boards, nobody needs to work there. You don't need anything.
You know
But
what?
if you have people working there, let them work, Josh. Let them work.
I agree. No, you're 100% right. And did you know that those kiosks make it easier to overeat because you tend to order when no one's looking, a couple extra sides.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
your chubby thoughts take over, and you go, "I do want to try the McFlurry."
There's nothing scarier than going into a restaurant hungry. Nothing.
Mm.
I have such a terrible propensity to overorder. It's so bad, and it's gotten slightly better with the Ozempic now turned. What am I taking? Am I on tirzepatide too? I think so. Now turned tirzepatide. It's gotten a little bit better. When I'm hungry, I'm ordering with my eyes, Josh. I'm ordering with my eyes. I'm seeing red. I'm going in there, 2 apps, 2 entrees, 2 sides. I'm always left with a whole side that I never touched. Is this a disease?
Was your first introduction into family style ordering with Chinese food?
Yes, and what is the restaurant? With
Carmine's?
huge portions of Carmine's. Carmine's.
Right, because we're old school in New York fatsos, right?
Yeah. Carmine's and Chinese, for sure.
Growing up as a kid, Chinese was the meal and you really needed a big fat quarterback.
Oh, yeah, big time.
That's the name of my new book.
And by the way, that's me. I was the big fat quarterback, for sure.
You need a big fat quarterback who's going to be like, I'll take over ordering. We're not, oh, you wanted chicken and string beans? Save it. Okay, you'll get some, okay? But you're not getting your own order.
It's so funny. Yesterday, Claudia and Jackie went to this like famous farmer's market called Round Swamp. And they just like picked up a bunch of things for dinner. And they brought it back and it was like 6 things. And I'm like, who's eating? You? You didn't get more stuff? By the way, we didn't even finish the 6 things. That's how fucked up my brain is. They could see, okay, 6 things, 5 adults eating, all sharing, no problem. Me, I'm like, each of us need 2 of these. But I was full. I digress. Continue. Chinese food.
No, but that was it, right? Because you'd be like, all right, for starters, we're going to need, little crab rangoons. Mushu, dumplings, pan-fried and steamed.
Yes, both. One of each.
We're going to need a soup. We're going to need a wonton soup, plenty of crackers, plenty of the wontons.
Yes, and maybe if you're feeling crazy, chicken corn soup.
And then egg rolls, spring rolls.
You got to get in that corn. Yeah, the egg roll and the spring roll, because you never know. Sometimes you're in the mood for spring. Sometimes you're in the mood for egg.
Scallion pancake.
For sure. And sometimes when you're feeling really fat, you throw in a peanut noodle. That's when you're really fat, when you're eating the cold peanut noodle. That's just like, how big can I get?
And then you got to go. Then when you start going entrees, but then you remember that we're going to need noodles and rice, right? So on top of all of it, you order 5 entrees, but then you go, and give us a chicken fried rice, give us a shrimp lo mein.
Even though we know that 5 boxes of white rice are coming for free.
That's right.
We still throw in more noodles and more rice. And then all of a sudden you're stuck with these 5 boxes of white rice. You shove them in the refrigerator. You throw them out a week and a half later.
No. They spend one night in that fridge.
And then you make the mistake. Tell me.
Oh my God. I mean, they're weapons.
They're weapons. And then you make the mistake. You forget that you can't microwave them because there's the little metal thing. You throw it in. All of a sudden your apartment's on fire.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
That metal thing's so unnecessary. I don't think they do the metal thing anymore, right? That's old school where you had that little metal so that you could hold up the box of rice.
Sure,
you know what I'm talking about?
That's gone.
It's gone. It's smart that it was gone. No need.
The spectacular thing about Chinese takeout, especially in New York in the 90s, was how fast that delivery driver was at your house. Like, how are you here, bro?
Because all the food is already made, and he was on his motorcycle.
Yeah, scooter.
ready to jet.
Man, I can't do the accent, but Howard Stern used to do the accent of the woman who knew him when he would order from Shun Li in New York. And I'm gonna just do it lightly so I only get half canceled, but she'd be like, Howard Stern, sauce on side. Ha ha ha.
It's that Seinfeld episode. I think it's like Elaine ordered from the same Chinese restaurant too often.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they knew her order, and it's so good. Shun Li is clean Chinese. That's not my kind of Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay. I like nice and dirty Chinese. Even though, Josh, I will say, and again, maybe this is just the terzepatide. I ordered Chinese the other night, and I was sad to say that it didn't hit. It made me feel so sick that I didn't enjoy the fact that I had eaten it. And I don't know that I'll be ordering in Chinese again for a minute.
Wow. That's a big statement.
It made me really sad. I was like, I used to really enjoy this chow fun. Like, I used to really enjoy a nice wide noodle, a mushu, a hoisin, wide noodle.
I'm not having chow fun anymore.
I'm not. I can't. I used to enjoy all of it, Josh, and now it just
It used to be chow fun in the sun.
now it's not. Now it's gone.
Well,
somebody needs to make a montage to Time of Your Life of me eating Chinese food.
You just turn back into a Panda Express like oh man, Chinese food. I like my two favorite things are Chinese food and being alone. Like that.
So for me, that's Thai.
Yeah, talk about that. A little pad see you, a little.
Yeah.
This
is when you're feeling really sad and really fat. You get a CU and you get a pad Thai. Okay, that's again a wide noodle and a skinny.
Yes.
You get a side of peanut sauce to drench both in. You get a beautiful spring roll. This is a meal. Okay. Ooh, a good place. The CU could be better than the Thai.
Yeah. So true.
Add CU, criminally underrated. But yeah, those are the meals where at the end, you're questioning everything. Why did I do that? How did I get here? Who am I? Who are you?
I love it.
The best.
Yeah, man. I go in and I like, because here's the thing, right? There's nothing like the chase, right? I'd come to New York. I'd have to hit up my friend who used to be in a boy band. I'd be like, you know where the Coke is? And he'd be like, of course I do. And so like for me, like when I would go to, like if I was doing a Boston college gig in like the Northeast, like Northeastern or something, I would plan my day around like, okay, so I'll get in, I'll go to sleep for a couple hours. I'll go to the North End. I'll have like a great slice. And then they have like, Boston might have the greatest Italian bakeries. And like, I'm going to go to like, I think it's called like Mike's Cannolis or something. And I'm going to get like a couple cannolis, couple lobster tails. And I'm just going to have a s'more. And I'm going to be picking and eating. And I'm going to feel bad. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to live.
Yeah.
I will live.
You are. You'll live.
Oh, I'm not going to wake up from this. I'll wake up.
You will.
I'll wake up.
But it's a different indulgence, indulging in sweet. There's something about just eating savory until you're ready to vomit. That's just a different type of feeling. The sweet, you can, sure, whatever. I had a whole bag of this Swedish candy. You heard of this Swedish candy company that's like going viral, Bon Bon or something?
It's so good.
Yeah, delicious. That said, you eat it, you're gonna want to take your own life. When you eat a bag of Swedish candy, you're done.
Sure.
You're done. Your belly, oof. But yeah, I love anything gummy. Anything gummy.
Should we get to a story?
Yeah, what do we got? What's in the news? clues.
Well, Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson figuring things out along the way in budding romance. These Naked Gun stars are looking for romantic clues. Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson are figuring things out as their off-screen relationship blooms. The source adds that Anderson has been quietly crushing on her Naked Gun co-star since before cameras even started rolling on their new film. How
Sounds
good is
lovely.
this?
I love a late in life romance. It's fantastic. Good for them. Good for them. And I'd watch the porn.
Dude, what if they did frame by frame her famous one with Tommy Lee on the boat, but with Liam?
I mean, I'm in.
Liam does mangina?
I love Liam does mangina.
You know, some of the lines from that are iconic. Like, fuck, you're so hot, baby. Like, but it's Liam saying it's fuck, you're so hot, baby. I don't know. It sounds like Taken.
Yeah, and you think it's Liam with the strap. He's going to be holding a gun, but he's strap on. Or he's just like dressed in S&M. Are we going to get a cease and desist?
An S&D? Nah.
We're good. You guys can come on the pod. And if you're interested in the four-way, I'm game.
That would be a fun one.
That? Why did I say that?
What's a fun four-way with a famous couple that, and obviously we know Claude's gonna love this segment.
Ooh. Oh, not me, you, and a famous. Okay, me, Claudia, and famous people. Got it.
And then we can do you and me.
Yeah, I was thinking me, you, Joey Camasta, Pat.
Yeah, you, me, Zac Efron, and his brother on a golf course. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Zoom out on my face.
Yeah, me, Claude. Who would be good? Who would be good? Ooh, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Woo! Yeah, that's steamy.
Yeah, just make a big human blender. Wow.
That's a budding romance. You saw that? That's crazy.
Yeah, Trudeau and Katie. It's cool.
It is, sure. Whatever. Sure.
What do you think about that, Olivia?
Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry.
Sure.
It's real.
I know. I saw the video. Fascinating. World leaders uniting, woman sent to space and former Prime Minister of Canada. Or is he still Prime Minister?
No, he stepped down.
Yeah. So, I mean, more power to them. More power to them both. Godspeed.
I was thinking about Trudeau stepping down.
That's the right answer, Olivia.
Thank you, Ben.
That's the right answer.
But don't you think I'm interested to hear your thought, Ben. I think it is in a good way, so wonderfully Canadian that Trudeau said, I'm clearly not popular. And I don't know if he was sort of didn't have a chance of being elected again or he did, but he said, you know what? Like, okay, then move on from me. I'll step down. Like you would never see an American leader from a council member to the president ever do that.
No, never. Because we're so obsessed with optics, even though we know that if you're not going to win again, the last year of your presidency you're not doing anything.
Right.
If you're not going to win again, because any policy that you try and bring forward, it's not going to happen. There's no point. That's actually the core problem with American politics is that it takes so long typically to do anything that by the time you've gotten in, you're out. And so it's always like, oh, why you support this? Why didn't you do it when you were president? It's like, well, I didn't have any time. I didn't have any typically. So actually, yeah, I do. I definitely respect whether or not he was forced out or not. The idea that if somebody knows that something isn't working, peace out. So somebody can go in and do what is working. And clearly he had aspirations for Katy Perry.
I think he got a wonderful consolation prize.
I think it's a great trade. Being hated in Canada and dating Katy Perry, good move.
Imagine they have their version of the deep state, but in Canada. So they're in the halls of Parliament in Quebec, and they're with their deep French Canadian accent, and they go, Justin, listen, it's not going to work out for you. The people, they don't like you. But you step down, no problem. We get you Katy Perry.
It's literally like a Borat movie. It doesn't. We'll trade you Katy Perry If you step down, that's hysterical. And totally what happened.
Look, we right now we have Katy Perry. Maybe Demi Lovato. I cannot promise.
I can try and do that accent. I have to go to, oh, baby, let you. Oh, you're going to step down.
Justin.
Oh, you're going to get Katy Perry, Justin, if you move over.
My buddy Len and I went to a hockey game once, and the Colorado Avalanche, their coach for a while was one of the greatest players ever named Patrick Roy, who was a famous French-Canadian guy. My buddy Len heckled him in a French-Canadian accent for the entire game. We were the stars of our section. He'd be like, Patrick, you need to do better, Patrick.
There's nothing better than when you're in a section that appreciates your heckles.
Yes.
And there's equally nothing worse than when you're in a section that makes you pipe down. It's like, I'm at a sporting event. Let me show my true colors.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's great.
Let me be racist. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that is so great. Ugh. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Applebee's. Folks, the Applebee's 2 for $25 deal is back. That's right. For a limited time, 2 entrees, 1 appetizer for just $25. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25 deal is back, and they have new gorgeous menu items. You ready for this? A chicken parm fettuccine and a big bangin' burger. God, you're going to go into the Bees. You're going to get the 2 for $25 deal, chicken parm fettuccine, big bangin' burger, throw in maybe a nice spinach artichoke dip, maybe a mac and cheese. Oh my God. In this economy, 2 for $25, you would be nuts not to get this. Available only for a limited time. The 2 for $25 is always the star of the table, folks. I mean, for that type of deal, for that type of quality, it's absolutely unmatched. And folks, it feels nostalgic going into an Applebee's. When was the last time you were in a Bee's? It was too long ago. That's what I have to say. It was too long ago. The last time that I was in a Bee's was recently. But before that, it wasn't that recent, okay? It had been too long, and it made me think of my childhood. It made me think of my friends. Applebee's is a family establishment, okay? It's fantastic. And you're going to go in there. You're going to get a 2 for $25 deal. You're going to feel great about what you're eating because it's delicious. And you're going to walk out with a tiny bill. Me and you, we're going to go into an Applebee's. We're going to get 2 entrees and split an app, and we're going to pay $25. Can you comprehend how cheap that is? Can you comprehend how good of a deal that is? It's absolutely unbelievable, folks. The Applebee's 2 for $25 deal. Get it today. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at ByHeart. Folks, ByHeart is an infant formula company that's on a mission to make the best formula in the world. Why don't more infant formula brands use the latest in breast milk science? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Or perhaps, why don't more use organic, grass-fed whole milk instead of skim? Why aren't more locally made right here in the US? Do you find yourself asking yourself these questions, okay? Because I do, and ByHeart wondered the same thing. ByHeart is an infant formula company that's obsessed with nutrition. Its next generation gentle recipe was designed to deliver clean ingredients, high quality nutrition, and proven benefits all in one formula. Using the latest in breast milk science, ByHeart created a clinically proven, easy to digest infant formula that's made with organic grass-fed whole milk, clean certified ingredients, and features a patented protein blend that gets closest to breast milk. Folks, are you curious about ByHeart? Head to byheart.com, spelled BYHEART, and use code GoodGuys30 to save 30% off your first subscription for a limited time. ByHeart is also available at Target, Walmart, and major retailers nationwide. Check them out in stores today. Additional terms and conditions apply. Again, head to byheart.com, spelled BYHEART, and use code GoodGuys30 to save 30% off your first subscription for a limited time. Use code GoodGuys30 again to save 30% on your first subscription at byheart.com.
But to your point, Ben, don't you agree? I think one major flaw in our system is the idea that you can be reelected, because it ensures that the second half of your first term you will spend almost completely trying to be reelected. And I think it should be 1 6-year term. Boom. Do everything you got to do.
1 6-year term is good. I think that ideally 4 years should be enough. It's just like, again, we're living in an idealistic world where if you want to get something as something done as president, the parties don't make it so unbelievably difficult for you to do it. Like the fact that the stars have to align, you have to have the Senate, you have to have all these things for your presidency to even matter is crazy. Like, because you do have you do have full-term presidents that are just able to do nothing because their hands are completely tied because they don't have the support of the Senate. And it's just, so yeah, sure, six years would be great, but if you don't have Senate majority, you can't do anything anyways. So really, it should just be like, I don't know how this would work. I don't like know enough, and I'm not claiming to know enough, but like, if a Democrat is president, then they should also get the Senate for those 4 years. And if a Republican is president, they should get the Senate for those 4 years so that people can enact change. Otherwise, if you have one and don't have the other, you can't do anything. It's like, it's silly, you know? It's like, hey, I want to do this. No.
But that's checks and balances, right? Like, that's the executive, legislative, and legislature and judicial branches. It's like the executive keeps the legislature in check and vice versa. And then in theory, the judiciary keeps it all in check. Like, what's legal?
Yeah, I think it makes sense, except it's become so petty over the years that it's no longer like what's right for the country. It's like, how can I stick it to you? I'm not voting for this because you put it forward, you know, versus if maybe somebody that I agreed with put it forward, I would. I don't know. But I hear you on what it's supposed to do. So yeah, go 6 years is great. 8 years is great. Give everybody 8.
I think 6 is a good number because it's longer than 4, it's shorter than 8, and it's also
it is right in the middle.
It's right in the middle. I actually think things work best when the reigning party has either the House or the Senate, and then the other party has one of the two. So either, you know, a Republican president with a Republican Senate and then a Democratic House. I think it allows for a version of balance. I don't think it's good when it's all one party. But the truth is, to your point, Ben, is that these bills are written by lobbyists. They come in at 900, 1,000 pages. For sure, your representative is almost certainly not reading it. It's being summed up by pages and congressional, basically college kids who are summarizing it for them. And they vote pretty much along party lines. But like, and the problem is that it could be, the headline of that bill could be one thing, but you've now said, well, I got this local stuff in my area that needs $10 million. So as long as that's buried in there on page 480, I'll vote for the thing. And it's like, why can't we just vote for one thing at a time and just like, and do it up? Be like, today we're voting on one thing.
Because you're not able to cheat.
Right.
Like, this is like, again, and I don't want to get too deep because I get too angry.
We're not being political.
No,
we're just.
I'm saying for me personally, I get too angry when I think about it. But like, that is New York politics to a T. Like, everything is slow. Everything is broken. And it's intentional. Like, we've spoken about this before. The amount of time, the amount of construction, the Van Wyck has been under construction since Seinfeld's first episode. Like, that is called corruption. That is called lobbying for construction groups that are giving back like kickbacks to the people in charge. It's not just New York. I'm sure it's everywhere. But like, there's just inefficiencies because things are buried in larger bills everywhere, from the president down to the mayor.
It's just crazy that it has to be 200 things, and we just can't like regularly vote on things all the time. But
it should be like what's it called? One of the dating apps. You get like 100 of them a day. You swipe right on the one you like. You swipe one on the one you don't. Right on the one you like, left, right? Why not?
But it wouldn't even have to be 100 a day. It'd be if you did one a day, then because these bills, how many of them get passed? 2 or 3 a presidency of like a big beautiful bill or whatever it is, or Biden's was the infrastructure, right? So yeah, I mean, I just think that the whole I'm sure there could be someone who's smarter than both of us who would come in here and explain why the system was set up in this way, but like all lobbyists seem like shysters. Bills are BS. Like it's all pork barrel spending, and they're all just shoving it in there to get their little thing that they want through. It's like,
Yeah,
I want a Sephora gift card, so I'm going to say yes. But in doing so, sorry, I don't know where that came from. You know?
But yeah, no, of course I know. Of course I know. No, it's weird. It's very,
Yes.
it's intentionally weird. And even if we had somebody smarter than us come on and tell us why it was intended, how it was set up originally and what it was intended to do, I guarantee you it is not as efficient as it once was.
Yeah, man. It's like when Paige said we could have sex if I bought her a car. You know, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Okay.
Another story, why Travis Kelce ran every single image by her before posting photo dump about the wonderful Taylor Swift. He's playing the long game. According to Shutter Scoop, Travis Kelce asked for Taylor Swift's permission before posting his recent photo dump on Instagram. He ran every single image by her, revealed an insider. He didn't want to post anything she wasn't 100% comfortable with. Well, these pictures are cute. And yeah, I feel like
I'm fairly
everyone
certain
does
that everyone, that's what I was going to say. This is called being a good boyfriend or husband. If I just threw up a rogue image of Claudia in feed, she would kill me.
Why?
Because she needs approval. Like the same way that I would want to like at least see the picture that's going up and make sure that I looked the way that I'd like to look. Like unless it was like a funny, like then she wouldn't care. But like if it's like, yeah, like and like stories, she wouldn't care. But in feed is very permanent, Josh. You want approval. I'm not
Sure.
posting me and you in feed unless I think you look amazing.
Sure.
And I'm still going to probably send you a picture of it. Right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm asking why only because Paige is, of course, the same way.
Yeah.
But then if I do like a tribute post to her for Mother's Day or whatever, like I feel like I know well enough, like
Totally.
what would be acceptable.
There are definitely, when you're married, 10 to 15 photos that you tend to recycle a bit. So
Sure.
yes, pre-approved photos, certainly you don't need to reapprove. But, and yeah, you definitely know when they'd be happy. But if it's something that's on the fence, don't do it. You're going straight to jail.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Nurture Life. As a parent, I don't need to tell you how busy you are. We're all busy, and I don't want to hear it. Our next partner makes serving healthy meals much easier for me and more enjoyable for my family. I'm telling you, folks, if you have a busy life and you got just too much going on to cook tonight, I'm telling you, Nurture Life is something that you should learn a little bit more about. And this podcast happens to be sponsored by Nurture Life. It's 2025. Are you still feeding your kids like it's 2005? Nurture Life is a meal delivery service that makes nutritious meals and snacks for your kids that they actually want to eat while giving parents the support they need too. Nurture Life's whole menu is perfect for kids ages 10 months to 10 years old. Their fresh meals and snacks are delicious, nutritious, and fully cooked. That means they're ready to serve in just 1 minute. Imagine the time you could save. 1 minute? Are you kidding me? You got to try it. Nurture Life lets kids enjoy a healthy, nutritionally balanced diet while still eating all of their favorites, like macaroni and cheese, spaghetti and meatballs, and so much more. So parents can be sure there's always a healthy meal that their little ones will love. That's why Nurture Life is the top meal delivery service for babies and kids. And it's even allergy friendly too. Folks, I'm telling you, my nieces and nephews, they love Nurture Life. And they're picky eaters, okay? But they absolutely love the macaroni and cheese. And I didn't have time to make them dinner. That's right, I'm cooking every single night. I'm like Mrs. Doubtfire over here. They loved the macaroni and cheese. I would highly recommend it for picky eaters. I honestly should probably try it on my wife. So how does Nature Life work? It's simple. Choose from more than 50 varieties of nutritious, balanced meals on their menu, from finger foods to babies, toddlers, kids' meals, older kids, all of it, okay? Then Nurture Life does the cooking for you, and the fresh meals are delivered straight to your door in refrigerated packaging. That's it. Heat it up, serve it. It's absolutely fantastic. So folks, head to nurturelife.com/goodguys and use code goodguys for 55, you heard that, 55% off your first order plus free shipping. That's right, 55% plus free shipping. Once again, that's nurturelife.com/goodguys, and make sure to use my promo code goodguys. Even if you aren't a parent with young kids, you might have a parent friend who struggles with mealtime. Make sure to share our code so our show gets the credit. Remember, put your little ones first with healthy meals from Nurture Life.
Speaking of creatine, Josh, I'm now 3 weeks on creatine. This is the best thing I ever did. I did read something, though. Because I am 240 pounds, should I be taking more than 5 milligrams?
You could. I would just make sure you're really working out.
And even when I'm not working out, I'm not bloated. I'm not, like, it just helps my brain. Like, what is the downside? I am still working out. But what's the downside of not working out besides being bloated? Which kind of like goes away after a week.
I find I always retain water on it, but like Dr. Dubrow said, like about 4 to 5 pounds of water weight.
But that's not but what's the downside of that, hypothetically?
Nothing. I mean, I just like to cycle on and off of things. So I'll do creatine for like maybe 2 or 3 months. I usually try to like do it 5 days during the week, and then I just like to give my body a rest on the weekends.
Yeah, I'm the polar opposite. When I get into something, I'm all in all the time. I haven't missed an AG one day in like a year and a half. And like, I now panic if I don't have it, which is not like, it's just like me. I have that personality. Like I started and I need to keep going. And so now it's that creatine is 1000% in my repertoire, and I'm obsessed.
I like moderation in all things, if I can, because I have such a different brain about that kind of stuff.
No, that's healthy, Josh. That's healthy. What I'm describing is unhealthy. I'm describing unhealthy habits to you. But yeah, if you haven't tried creatine, and after listening and watching Dr. Dubrow's episode, if you're not trying creatine and GLPs, we're not doing you right. Okay.
Should we do a speak pipe? If you want to leave us a message, get some advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Keep it brief. Brevity is key. Let's hear from Anonymous.
Hey, good guys. Big Moron here. Wanted to get your thoughts on this fun little thing that happened last week. So, backing up, I'm a twin, and my twin brother is autistic. We love him, super high functioning. He's a king, whatever. We both have gone to the same psychiatrist, me, Jewish, anxious, depressed, ADHD, you know the story, brother, autistic. Amazing. And I had an appointment with my psychiatrist the other week, and he asked me how my brother's doing, and I said, oh, he's great. He lives by himself. His job's going really well. Really, everything's fantastic. And my psychiatrist goes, oh, during your brother's last appointment, your parents told me about the seizure. How is he? And I immediately just say, what seizure? Apparently my parents did not bother to tell me that my brother had a seizure. And I'm fairly certain my psychiatrist just broke HIPAA. Should I get a new doctor? Welcome your thoughts. Thanks, gentlemen. Love you.
Ooh, lot to unpack. I don't think you need to get a new doctor. HIPAA it doesn't need to apply to an immediate family. I wouldn't think. Maybe it does. I don't know. First of all, I'm sorry that your brother had a seizure. I thought the question was going to be like, should I be pissed at my parents for not telling me that my brother had a seizure? And the answer,
I think she's asking that too. Yeah.
So I would say yes, but you also described yourself as like a very anxious person. So maybe your parents were trying to protect you from something. I think that often people make decisions based on the way they think somebody else will react. I think that's the job of a parent. So maybe they were going to tell you like when they saw you in person or once they knew that he was totally okay. I doubt it's coming from a terrible place if we're cutting her out. But I'm sorry your brother had a seizure.
I think you're really overcomplicating this with exactly what you led with, which is you are anxious and obviously have a lot of feelings and things, and I'm sure there's a wonderful side of that you're probably wonderfully empathic. I'm speaking for myself here because I deal with some anxiety and depression and stuff like this, and on one side it can be a real asset, but in and then it can also present itself in as a defect, right? The poison is in the dose. 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, no more headache. 10,000 milligrams of Tylenol, no more you. Okay. Think about that. So, first and foremost, and I've seen this now because I'm an only child, but I've seen this with my wife, who's one of 4, and her parents were the greatest, and her family is the greatest. Sometimes you have to compartmentalize what your kids are going through from other siblings in the family.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it is. I don't care how close you think you are. Like, they're your brother's parents first. Like, what happened between those 3 is a closed unit thing. And then even though you're nuclear family, you're as close as someone can be, a grown-up brother's decision in which to bring you into that is up to him.
Yeah.
And that they talk to their doctor, who, by the way, and I've had this before, seems more like a family doctor,
Sure.
which means that the lines of confidentiality, I would suspect, had been crossed long ago, that there was lots of talking amongst of each other and things, that basically it had been established that there was sort of open conversations about everyone. So you are, leave HIPAA out of this, hon. Like, this is gonna like bring down the psychiatrist who nicely asked if her brother's doing okay. And the last thing I'll say is, you didn't, other than the psychiatrist asking something nicely about your brother, it seems like you have no issue with him. So why get rid of him?
Yeah, I don't think she wants to get rid of the psychiatrist. I think that the question was, should she be pissed at her parents? I have to think that was the intended question. And I just go back to the fact that if your parents are people that are secretive, that move quietly and exclude you, sure. But if your parents are just people dealing with an autistic son and an anxiety-ridden daughter and have lived with them for however many years and know their patterns, and some just had a seizure, their main thing was probably just like, let's make sure that our son who's autistic living alone having a seizure is fine before we tell our daughter who might spiral or something.
Yeah.
So again, I hope your brother is okay.
He does sound like a legend with which is what you led with. He sounds like utter king, love him, and you sound like a queen.
You do. Absolutely.
Olivia, you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I will say I can see where she's coming from, just because, like, Ethan's parents can sometimes, like, leave out some key information over the phone. And I think, like, particularly, like, when it came to some stuff that was going on, like, with his grandparents over the last year. And I think it's, like, it can be hard when you live, like, away from your family and you don't really have the same context of what's going on. But at the same time, I agree with, like, both of you that, you know, their parents to her brother first and have to, like, prioritize that and make sure he's okay. And they very well could have wanted to tell you in, like, a safe moment, but it also makes sense that, like, you would want to know, like, what's going on with your brother if it's a really serious thing. You know, and I don't know, like, where you live in correspondence to that. So I understand where the feeling comes from, but it is, like, you know, he is an adult man on his own, and he has a right to be able to, like, share that information independently. So yeah, I think there's, you know, truth on both sides.
Yeah, maybe you just spoke family HIPAA. Think about that. Okay, this is the next one's from Anonymous.
Hey, good guys. I need your help being delightfully petty. I have a coworker who talks behind my back. She once told a teammate that I vanish when I step away from my desk for more than 5 minutes. So now, out of pure spite, I message her every time I'm going to be away, even for 2 minutes. She says it's not necessary, but I can tell it annoys her, which brings me just so much peace. What are some other creative, passive-aggressive ways that I can keep this petty streak alive while technically staying professional? Thanks, love you.
I'm a big fan of aggression over passive over passive aggression. Passive aggression, like, the older you get, you start to realize that it only hurts you. like you every day are thinking about this person and how they wronged you. They're not thinking about you. Okay?
Right.
So be fucking aggressive and say, hi, bitch. Fuck you. That wasn't nice. Stop it. Don't do it again.
She said while keeping it professional.
Okay, fine. We'll change it. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. I heard that you said some things about me behind my back. I really didn't appreciate that. Can you please not do it again? And then it'll be done. But the petty stuff, it doesn't sound like you're doing anything that would bother her enough. Unless you have a crush on her. It sounds like you have a crush on her. So like, unless you're flirting, I don't like passive aggressive. I like confrontation, duke it out, and then it's over. But passive aggressive blows up eventually. Josh?
I think you should lean into the vanish thing that she said and start bringing on a magician motif. I'm talking cape. I'm talking smoke bombs. So every time you leave, just be like, boof. Be like,
that works too.
Here I am, Allison, about to vanish again. You know?
Can you buy smoke bombs like on Amazon? I think that's just like a fun thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I do it in my house. I'm in.
And maybe but it dual purpose, maybe the smoke bomb is also poopery.
Ooh, I love it. You
Yeah.
do when you're leaving a bathroom.
But then it's just like you're fumigating yourself.
I can see it now. Man dies in stall after a huge dump. That's me.
I was thinking that too. She could maybe give updates of like give a play-by-play of an entire BM, but saying like, hey, just want to update you, Donna. I know I've been gone for 2 minutes. I'm mid BM and, you know, had Brussels sprouts last night, you know, prayer hands. And then 2 minutes later, like, okay, I've completed, but it looks like it's going to be a couple more wipes than expected. Going to need another, 90 seconds.
If you're going to be petty, then this is good. Sorry, I've been gone so long. I was straining. It led to deep sweat. I needed to change my shirt.
I took my blouse off. I'm in stall 3, but my blouse is hanging over stall 2 and 3.
Oh my God. Do you have those friends that get completely naked before they take a dump?
Like Costanza?
I have friends that get completely naked before they take a dump.
Nick Antonian does.
He does.
Jonah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. My friend Matt has a similar physique to Nick, and I think that it's just it just makes sense. I would never. Nick is like, and I haven't met him, but from what I've seen, he's sturdy, right?
Yeah.
It's like, this is like a sturdy, I won't even call it, it's like hard fat, right? I'm soft fat.
Same.
Soft fat is different than hard fat. I was always jealous of hard fat. It's just like a different kind of fat where you hold it differently. But yeah, soft fat, I'm not going to sit there naked looking at myself while I'm taking a dump. That's not what I want. I think it works for hard fat, though.
Let's move on. Last one from, this will be a quick one and we'll get to our what are you nuts? What, man?
Let's move on. No, I'm laughing. I'm just laughing.
This one's from Bella.
Guys, fellow member of the tribe here, obsessed with the pod. I have a question for you. Marry F. Kill, Applebee's, Olive Garden, or Cheesecake Factory, go.
My God, this is so easy. Marry Applebee's, okay? Love them. What were the other two options? Olive Garden.
The
sorry,
factory and the garden.
I'm killing Olive Garden. Sorry, and I'm fucking the Cheesecake Factory. Absolutely. Ooh, baby, delicious.
Okay,
You?
I agree, but I would flip it. Garden. It was nice knowing you. You got to go. I actually say marry Cheesecake Factory for the only reason that because their menu is so large, I think they do offer a lot of variety. But the truth is I would want to have a romantic interlude with Applebee's. Please send that to corporate, Olivia, because it to, that moment to share it with someone is a real celebration of love. And when I'm sitting down at an Applebee's with a loved one, it's a celebration of love. When I'm having the chicken Parmesan fettuccine, I go, this is my best self. This isn't just a random day of marriage. This is a renewal of vows,
Yes, I can see it now, Josh. I love it. Romanticizing the bees as the bees should be.
Bees
God.
knees.
The bee's knees. You got a what are you nuts?
Our what are you nuts moment of the week are our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and small, whatever, stick it in your craw. I talked about the last week how the wonderful little my baby boy Shy is having a tough time with a bit of a sleep regression, which is typical at 2 years old. And so he screams at me sometimes at night, stay with me, sleep with me in my room. And we have like a lazy boy there. So I will sometimes, but I realize it's not something that I can sustain. So in a moment of real sleep deprivation and weakness, I ordered maybe a blow up doll from Amazon.
Oh my God.
For $9. It's a vinyl blow up doll. It's not suggestive. It's just a human size pool float. And I decided that when the sweet Shy falls asleep, I would sneak the blow up doll onto the lazy boy, and I would just kind of put a hat over it, over the head, and a pillow and a blanket, and then just hope that he thinks I'm sleeping in there.
What are you nuts?
What am I nuts? I never used it. I threw it away, but I was so sleep deprived.
By the way, I never used it, please.
I didn't, you jerk.
You used it. You used it.
Well, not for sleeping.
No, not for sleeping, but you used it.
I didn't use it, but I was desperate. And once it arrived, I'm like, this is fucking insane. And where am I going to keep it?
I don't know. In your bathroom?
My housekeeper sees it. She's like, geez, guy from Drinking Jocks, a real scumbag.
My what are you nuts moment of the week, Josh. You ever order from Instacart?
Sure.
First of all, I love Instacart. Shout out Instacart. That said, you ever find, if you ever do grocery shopping on Instacart, or even if it's just regular shopping, that they love to refund the one thing you needed? I go in, I place a big order at Walmart because I want a 2-burner that I can plug into a wall so I can have it downstairs. And then I end up getting these like 6 other things that I really didn't need. Then it all shows up, but the thing that I intended to get in the very beginning isn't there. What are you, nuts? It should be priority ranked. If I add it first and you can't get it, cancel the whole order. I want none of it. Fun tip, Josh, or pro tip. I recently found out that if you have a problem with your produce, you ever just get like a spoiled tomato?
Sure.
You can go into the app, say it was spoiled, and they'll refund you for your tomato. Instant credit. I had no idea. Just saying.
Beautiful. Love that.
Pro tip. You know what else is a pro tip, Josh? Giving this episode 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Share our clips. Instagram and TikTok. Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We will see you next time.